Before we close the net, please call now. This is KU0FOE, net control. Okay, no other stations heard there. So with that, before I wrap up the net, let me
W8WKY. It's like a dramatic pause. KD8SLG.
KI5SGTO.
KF8CF listening. Just made an antenna out of some quarter-inch copper piping and a mag mount on my slanted roof that got some down. I'm around 50 miles away, and I'm hearing the repeater back as well. I'll go check out some other frequencies. KF8CF clear for now.
This is KE8VZA here. I'll be the pre-net net controller for the Beacon Net pre-show tonight at the bottom of the hour. I have a net logger window open, and if you'd like to get on the log and beat the rush and get one of those coveted front row seats, I could take a few check-ins. You could convince me before the bottom of the hour. KE8VZA.
This is KA8LYJ. I'll bite.
All right there, Bob. There we go. I got you on the log. Good to hear you tonight. KE8VZA.
KE8VZA. This is November, Victor Alpha November. I'm mobile right now, but I won't be around for the night because I'll be destinated, so just put me out. Put me in and out, please. It's 73.
N7VAN, KE8VZA. Got you on the log, Brian, in and out. Good to hear you tonight. And 73, thanks for checking in.
KE8VZA, WA8KOC. If you would kindly add me to the list, Mr. Eric, I'd appreciate it. Good evening.
WA8KOC, KE8VZA. I know that voice anywhere. You're on the log there, Fred. No worries. Thanks for checking in.
This is KF8CF, Jesse in Mansfield, testing out a piece of copper pipe.
KE8 station, could you please come back with your call sign? I didn't quite get it all. KE8 VZA.
Hey there, it's Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Echo Foxtrot. This is Jesse in Belleville, Ohio.
All right, Jesse, I copy Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Echo Foxtrot. Got you on the log here.
Okay, that is very cool. I'm talking through a piece of quarter-inch copper pipe.
All right, good luck with that. Be safe.
W8WKY.
This is KE8VZA. I'll be your net control station for the pre-show tonight in 30 seconds. Let's everybody please stand by for our lovely announcer who will kick off the pre-show.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There she is, QST, QST, QST. I am Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. I'll be the net control station for the pre-show tonight for the Beacon Net. We are on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. Frequency is 147, mark 390, with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114, mark 8. You can also connect to us via Allstar. We're node number 48496. Or via Echolink, look for W8WKY-R. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie. And let's see, what else have I missed here? We meet on this repeater every Sunday night and Wednesday night. The main net starts at 10 o'clock Eastern with check-in starting at 9:30. And I think that covers it. So let's get started here. Let me take a break for time. All right, KE8VZA returning. This is a controlled pre-net. I ask that all traffic come through net control, yours truly. And urgent or emergency traffic, please break in at any time. At this point, I'll take a pause for any urgent or emergency traffic. Please call now. All right, hearing nothing, KE8VZA returning. Let's go ahead and touch base with our net control team tonight with our notorious Mickey Mouse roll call here. Let's go up and see if Nick at Nite is here, KE8QKO. Are you out there, Nick? How you doing?
Hello, Eric. This is KE8QKO, and hello, everybody who's just eagerly anticipating checking into the pre-show. I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good, and just kind of standing by for the start of the night. So with that, I'll let you get back to it. KE8QKO, back to K8VZA.
All right, Nick, you're sounding good on this end. Good to hear you tonight. Nick will be our net control station at the top of the hour, so we'll hear more from him then. Let's roll on down to see if Dustin is out there tonight. No responsibilities whatsoever. KD8EPC, are you out there? How you doing? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
K8VZA and the BeaconNet pre-show. Well, good evening to you, Eric. We're living the dream here. We're doing couches on the air tonight, and I'll tell you, man, I am absolutely beat. I've been running nonstop for the past few days, and I don't think I'm going to make it there. So if you would validate my parking there, punch my ticket, I wish everybody a good evening, and we'll go double B's for our answers. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, Dustin, no worries. Got your parking validated there. And if that parking lot attendant gives you any trouble, just tell him who you are. Anyway, good to hear you, Dustin. Have a good rest this evening, and we'll hear you on down the coax. This is KE8VZA. We'll clear with KD8EPC 73. And let's roll on down to Just Nick. I saw him in the blue screen there. How you doing tonight, Just Nick? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Eric, and all of the Beacon Netizens. Eric, Mickey Mouse roll call is not notorious until Disney lawyers prove it in court, and that has yet to happen. I'll be here tonight. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right. All righty then. I guess we'll just have to call it entertaining. Let's go with that for tonight. Entertaining Mickey Mouse roll call. Okay, thanks for the clarification there, Just Nick. Good to hear you tonight. Gotcha on the log. We'll clear with KD8SLG for now. Let's go down and see if Josh is out there. Another man of no responsibilities tonight. W8HRF. How are you? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, W8HRF. Hey, Eric. Yeah, I'm going to stick around tonight. I got some stuff I'm going to do around here in the shack and listening and participate and enjoy the no responsibilities whatsoever, but looking forward to it. KE8VZA, W8HRF.
All right. Good to hear you tonight. Gotcha on the log. We'll clear with W8HRF. Let's go see if Lucy's out there. KE8YUK. How you doing tonight, Lucy? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, KE8YUK. I'll be sticking around. I don't know if I'll make it. I tried to take a nap earlier and didn't succeed, so I might surrender to gravity earlier rather than later, but we'll see what happens. I'd like to stick around. I miss you guys. Betty does too. We're not on the air as much because I don't know, I guess I'm not driving as much, or if I am, we have the windows down, really. And no new news on Baby Tiny yet, so we'll be here for now. We'll pass it back to you. KE8YUK to KE8VZA.
All right, Lucy. Well, maybe he's timing his entrance to make it grand. Anyway, good to hear you tonight. You get points for at least giving it a shot. So there you go. And so we got you on the log here. If you succumb to gravity by the time we get back around to you, that's no problem. So we'll clear with KE8YUK, and let's go down and see if Alan's out there yet. KI5DAY. Alan, are you out there yet? And how's Larry doing? And how are you?
KI5DAY. AI. Hi. This is my AI. This is not really me. No, I'm not here yet. I had an AI step in for me tonight. So. No, just kidding. I'm fine. Larry's great. What else is going on? Man, busy day. Just thought I would stop by and say hello. And I reheated my coffee while ago and forgot all about it. And let me tell you something. That bad boy was hot. Lesson learned. But yeah, we won't do that again. What else is happening? Shoot, I just wanted to get in here before it was too late. I almost forgot about the net starting time. I was getting my stuff prepared and doing a few other things and got sidetracked. But I will be here, so here I is, KI5DAY.
Very good, Alan. Got you on the log here, of course. And good to hear you tonight. Good to hear Larry. And we'll clear with KI5DAY for now. That brings us to the end of our entertaining Mickey Mouse roll call. And let's see. So I've harvested some check-ins from the blue screen. And a couple of them were brave enough to check in via RF. So there we go. And then we'll take some more check-ins. I have KI5TAQ, Taco Tim, W3ETB, Eddie, K5CFY, Ray, KA8LYJ, Bob, N7VAN, Brian, who checked in and out, 73, Brian, WA8KOC, Fred, KF8CEF, Jesse, who's cutting some quarter-inch copper pipe, AB8MO, Andy. There we go. So let's go ahead and take some more check-ins. I am KE8VZA with the Beacon Net pre-show on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please give me a call.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff in New Franklin.
November 8, Yankee Mike, Yankee John, Waynesburg.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8 PJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
All right, get up here. We picked up KF8 DTA, Jeff in New Franklin, N8YMY, John in Waynesburg, K8 PJW, Philip in Twinsburg. Any other check-ins before we work this list? Please call now. All right, hearing nothing. If you were running to the radio and you tripped, we'll take some more check-ins in a bit. And let's go up to the top of the list here. KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. How you doing down there in Baofeng, Oklahoma? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Good afternoon there, or I should say good evening. This is KI5TAQ, and we're pretty good down here in Baofeng. I am sticking around, so I'll let you get on down through the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim, very good. Good to hear from you. Got you on the log. We'll clear with KI5TAQ. Let's roll down to Eddie, W3ETB, over in Maryland. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Eric, there's a little bit of scratch on your signal there, but I'll be sticking around, and if Tim lives in Baofeng, Oklahoma, then I must be in Shigu, is a suburb of Annapolis. Shigu, Annapolis. Back to that.
All right, Eddie in Shigu, Annapolis. Got you on the log here. Thanks for the signal report. Yeah, I seem to have, I call it the dirty static bubble that crops up around my station this time of night, or at least I think it's around me. I've heard other people bringing in static too, so maybe it's not just me. Anyway, thanks, Eddie. Got you on the log. We'll clear with W3ETB. Let's see if Ray's out there. K5CFY. Ray, are you out there? And how you doing? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
AF5 JB. Manitoba, short time.
KE8VZA here. I copied AF5JB. Matt, I have you on the log. Short time. We'll get to you shortly. K5CFY. Ray, are you out there tonight? And are you going to stick around for the big show? All right, hearing nothing. Let's move on down to Bob, KA8LYJ. How you doing tonight, Bob? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
All right, KE8VZA. This is KA8LYJ. Good evening. Good evening, Net. Don't normally get to check in on a Sunday night. Usually got a standing engagement. Got a bunch of friends over for tabletop role-playing gaming, but one called in sick tonight, so here I am, and I shall linger. This is KA8LYJ.
All right, Bob. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Gotcha on the log. We'll clear with KA8LYJ. Next on the log was N7VAN, Brian, who, again, checked in and out. 73, Brian. And then that brings us down to WA8KOC, Fred. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
Hey, Eric. Good evening to you and everyone else that's in here on the net enjoying it. Thanks for taking my check-in. Appreciate that. It's been a rather long week, and looking forward to the start of this next week tomorrow morning. It doesn't look like it's going to get much better. But anyway, I've got some issues here. My wife's got some medical appointments coming up this week, so I won't be on the barometer net Tuesday. I believe Gary AA8CS is going to take my place Tuesday morning, but I'll be back here Wednesday morning. And yeah, I just appreciate you stamping my parking pass and letting me pass on. Whatever you do, have yourself a good net this evening, pre-net, and everybody that's joining in on the regular net, enjoy. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. And through the week, we'll talk to you sometime, I'm sure. Take good care of yourself, pal. 7-3 to you and everybody else. KE8VZA and the pre-net for the Beacon Net, WA8KOC.
All right, Fred, always good to hear you, and thanks for checking in tonight, and I hope that everything goes very smoothly with the doctor's appointments and whatnot, and we look forward to hearing you on the Barometer Net Wednesday. So, 73, thanks for checking in. Consider your parking validated. We'll clear with WA8KOC, and let's go down to KF8CEF, Jesse. How you doing, Jesse? Are you going to stick around for the big show tonight, and did you manage to get through that quarter-inch copper pipe there?
This is KF8CEF, Jesse. Yeah, it's working at the moment. It's holding on by a wing and a prayer. I just been running around with figure. I just moved. I'm just set up here, figuring out how to get an antenna on this roof. It's super cheap.
about to hop off here in a minute. Got to put some kids to bed. But appreciate you guys taking my check-in, and glad to see you guys at a 3D all.
All right, Jesse, very good. Got you on the log as in and out tonight. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. And 73, and good luck with the kiddos. And we'll talk to you down the log. We'll clear with KCEF. Let's go to AB8MO. Andy, how you doing tonight, Andy? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
This is AB8MO, and I'll stick around at least through my turn. Probably not going to stay the entire net, but at least I'll stick around to my turn. Working on the Hamfest page for the Warren Hamfest, which is August 17th. So mark your calendars. Back she comes, AB8MO.
All right, Andy, very good. Good to hear you. Got you on the log here. And, you told me about the Hamfest last August 17th, and I promptly put it in my calendar, and I am reminded of August, so I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to it. So good to hear you tonight, and we'll clear with AB8MO for now, and let's go down to KF8 DTA Jeff. How you doing tonight, Jeff, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
This is KF8 DTA, Jeff in New Franklin. I'm going to try to. I got daddy duties. Got to take care of little ones. Just been hanging out and playing FT8 on 6 meter. I think I got about 70 contacts, so we'll see how it goes. I'll send it back to net control, KF8 DTA. Thanks for picking me up.
W8WKY.
All right, Jeff, got you on the log here. And if Daddy Duties intervene when we get back around to you, no worries. But you're on the log. We'll give you a shout when we go back around the horn. Good to hear the FT8 success on 6 meters. That's pretty cool. So we'll clear with KF8 DTA for now. Let's go down to John, N8YMY down in Waynesburg. How you doing tonight, John? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
N8YMY. Nah, I think we're just going to get the take a punch tonight. It's been a long week and weekend. Work QTH we sponsored while we actually hosted the OHSAA high school playoffs state semifinals, and we had a lot of people in and out of the stadium, and it was crazy. It was insanity at its best. So I think we're just going to maybe monitor here for a little bit, and then probably get to bed a little early. So you guys all have a great net, and 7-3 it all, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, John, very good. Good to hear you tonight, and get some rest. Yeah, you earned it. So we got you on the log as in and out, and 73. We'll clear with N8YMY. Let's go down to K8PJW. Philip, how you doing tonight, Phil? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
KE8VZA, K8PJW. Good evening, Eric, and good evening, everyone on net. I'll stick around for the main event, see if I can, I don't know if, like with Andy, I don't know if I'll make it to the end, but I'll try real hard to make my turn anyway. So I'll hand it back to you, K8PJW, back to the net.
All right, Philip, very good. Got you on the log. Good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with K8PJW. Let's go down to AF5JB Matt. You said you were short time. Do you have a couple comments you'd like to squeak in there tonight before we move on? Go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else out there on the net. And and had a good weekend. Played saw both my friends up at Strang and Langley, about 65 miles northeast Tulsa. I've got to see them, so that's pretty cool. I went into some pretty hefty thunderstorms on the way back to Tulsa, and then his main event and played some supercars, and the worst was Pac-Man. Hung around there for a little bit. Went home to my went home and I played some Capcom bowling, Miss Pac-Man, and she played something else about what it was, but I played it Outrun, and then had me a beer and another pizza. I watched TV for a little bit. I went on to bed and did the laundry earlier that evening. And then saw a friend of mine here in town to pull over today, and ate at Waldo's. They got some pretty good chicken there. And then other than that, kind of took it easy. Get ready to start a whole new week. And right now it's currently 79 degrees, partly cloudy. The sun just set, and other than that, thank you so much for your time. Have a good week out there. Thanks for having me on, and until next time, good to hear you. And I think we have more than enough rain too. So anyway, that's all I got for now. This is the AFI champion Matt. I see Tulsa, Oklahoma. Matt Control. Thanks again. Until next time, City 3. Thanks again. Thank you for your time.
All right, Matt, very good. Glad to hear you had a good weekend, and glad you made it through the driving through the thunderstorms there on your way back from your friend's house. Good to hear it tonight. And 73, we'll clear with AF5JB. And let's go down and see if Northern Mark is listening. I saw him in the blue screen, KC8FQV. How you doing tonight, Mark, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yep, we'll stick around, Eric, and had a nice day. Went down to my sister's and had the kid's birthday, so we'll send it back to net, and yeah, we'll stick around, and yeah, in the morning we'll be around for the barometer net at KCFQV.
All right, very good, Mark. Good to hear you tonight. Got you on the log, and glad you got to visit with the fam there. We'll clear with KC8FQV for now. Let's go down and talk to Fred, KE8QFT. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Fine, thank you. Thank you, Eric. And yes, I will be here. By the way, hi, Wade. How you doing out there? Hello, everybody. Anyhow, KE8QFT back to the pre-net. Thanks, Eric.
All right, Fred, good to hear you too. Got you on the log, and I was remiss and forgot to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, and hope you had a good one as we're winding down to the end of it. And let's see, we have a little less than 4 minutes left of the pre-show. If there are any other stations out there that would like to get on the log, please give me a call, KE8VZA.
KE9CQD, Kilo Echo 9 Charlie Quebec Delta, Tim.
Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie Tango Charlie. Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie Tango Charlie, Kevin.
Whiskey
Bravo 4,
WV
Alpha Zulu, WB4AZ, something Florida, usual in and out. Thank you.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, Chuck WB4AIZ, good to hear you tonight all the way from Florida. Got you on the log as in and out. 73, when somebody else doubled with Chuck and I didn't get your call sign, if you could come back with that, please go ahead.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo WV 3K, Phil and Canal Fulton. I'm going to part ways here. My wife and I just got done walking together for an hour, and I am bushed. So with that, have a wonderful net. This is WV3K, back to net control, pre-net control.
W8WKY.
All right, Phil, very good. Glad you and your wife had a nice walk, and I think you've earned a rest. There you go. Good to hear you tonight. Had I heard just a little bit more, I probably would have recognized your voice there. And anyway, 73 to you, Phil. Got you on the log in and out. We'll clear with WV3K. Let's go up. Let's see. We picked up two other stations, KE9CQD and KJ5CTC. Let's go to KE9CQD. Tim, how you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Oh, thank you so much. Doing real well tonight. It was a wonderful Father's Day. Got to spend time with my three kids and my wife and have a wonderful Sunday together. Get the motorcycle out and spend some time at church and got some good food and played some games and all around a great day. Great Father's Day. Can't complain, and looking forward to closing out my night with the Beacon Net. I will definitely be sticking around for the main show tonight. Thanks so much. That's about it for me. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And back over to pre-net control. This is KE9CQD.
All right, Tim, good to hear you. Glad to hear you had a good Father's Day. Yeah, I did too. It was a beautiful day up here in Northeast Ohio. Sounds like it was there over in Indiana as well. So we'll clear with KE9CQD for now. Let's touch base with our last check-in here, KJ5CTC. Kevin, how you doing tonight, Kevin? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Yeah, I plan on sticking around, just getting a new radio set up and seeing if I can make it work. So I guess that makes it being a really good day. KJ5, CTC.
All right, Kevin, very good. Two of my favorite words, new radio. So congrats with that, and got you on the log here. We'll clear with KJ5CTC, and that wraps up the Beacon Net pre-show. If you're still waiting to check in, have no fear. Nick at Nite, who will take over here in mere seconds, we'll take some more check-ins once he gets the net rolling for sure. So with that, I am KE8VZA and KE8QKO. Nick at Nite, take it away.
All right, thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the BeaconNet. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, and I'll be net control for the evening. The BeaconNet meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is Directed Net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. And we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, if there's any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. Alright, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically. Let me restart that. Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Whiskey, November 8, Sierra, Charlie, India, WN8 SCI in Wayne County, Ohio.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG.
Alright, I've got WN8 SCI Walter, and I have K4OG Mark. Is there anyone else who would like to check in? Please call now. Alright, nothing else heard. Let's go get our trivia questions, Fred. We're going to start with KE8VZA to get the primary question. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO, KE8VZA here with the main trivia question. Okay, what is the maximum peak envelope power that may be used on 30 meters in the United States? Your choices are Alpha, 75 watts, Bravo, 100 watts, Charlie, 200 watts, or Delta, 1,000 watts. Let me take a break for time. I'll read it again. KE8VZA returning with main trivia. What is the maximum peak envelope power that may be used on 30 meters in the United States? Choices are Alpha, 75 watts, Bravo, 100 watts, Charlie, 200 watts, or Delta, 1,000 watts. I'll put this in the blue screen in a minute. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Now we're going to go down to KI5DAY Alan to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
Kilo India 5, Delta Alpha Yankee, with tonight's alternate trivia question. Here it is. Which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? Which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? Is it A, rodent feces, B, household plants, C, common household mold fungus, or D, the breakfast cereal, sugar cornwaddle flakes? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan, for another fine alternate trivia question. Let's start going through our list. We're going to start with KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Oh, a little bit of this and a whole lot of laughter. I got some third-party traffic that I want to put on. especially for these trivia questions. So, would you mind?
Not at all, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, well, this is KI5TAQ with third-party traffic.
KI5TAQ, third-party traffic Becca. My answers are B and C. B for the main trivia and C for Mr. Allen's question, the alternate. KI5TAQ, third-party traffic Becca. Sending it back to Mr. Taco Tim.
And this is KI5TAQ, and of course, Taco Tim's trivia answers is going to be A and D. And with that, I will send it back to Ned.
All right, thank you, Tim. We have your third-party traffic answers as Delta and Charlie, and we have your answers down as Alpha and Delta. So thank you for that, sir. Appreciate it. And next we're going to talk to W3ETB, Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? And what do you have for the Beacon tonight?
W8WKY.
Well, those were some good answers that Becca had there, and Tim's. I'm really not sure if I really quite understood his answers, but anyway, doing pretty good here in Annapolis. We had 68 degrees today, and it was rain this morning, but I think that cooled everything down. Rain for Friday, rain Saturday night, Sunday morning here. And so we had 68 degrees today, so it wasn't too bad. And right now, the temperature is 64 degrees, and we got 2.2-mile-an-hour winds. So, I'm going to have to try to go with A for the main trivia questions, and actually go with Alan's. We'll go with B for Alan. So that's A and D. And I'll turn it back to Net. W3ETB. Back to that.
All right, thank you, Eddie. You got your answers down there for Alpha and Delta. Our next station is in and out. That's K5CFY, and that takes us down to K8LYJ. Bob. How you doing, Bob? What do you have for the Beacon net tonight?
This is K8LYJ. Good evening, Net. Not doing too bad. Trying to scroll down here and see the answers on the blue screen because I was making myself an iced coffee while the trivia was being read, so I heard it, but I didn't quite memorize the answers. All right, for the main, I'm going to go with Charlie. And for the alternate, I am also going to go with Charlie. So it's double Charlie tonight. That's about it. Quiet Father's Day. A pack of cookies. We had lasagna for dinner, and the church handed every father a slab of bacon, so life is good. This is K8LYJ.
All right, thank you, Bob. Got your answers down there for Charlie, and you can't go wrong with a slab of bacon. Thanks for checking in. This is K8QKO on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Next three stations are in and out. They are N7VAN, K8KOC, KF8CEF. And that takes us down to AV8MO Andy. How you doing, Andy? And what do you have for the Beacon net tonight?
KEAQKO, this is AB8MO. I'm trying to unify and clean up our Hamfest stage. I'm not happy with it. So trying to make it a little nicer looking and more unified. So anyway, let's see here. Trivia. Holy bacon. Yeah, we gave we gave some things away for Father's Day at church too, but it certainly wasn't a slab of bacon. Although that might have been more appreciated. I don't know. But anyway, let's see here. I gotta go for Alan's. I can't pass up breakfast cereal, sugar corn Waldo flakes. That's probably pretty deadly stuff. And I know that on my amplifier, I could push about 1,400 watts out on 30 meters. Apparently, that's not legal. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna go with C Charlie on that one, which I think is 200. So that's all I got from here. I'm going to get back to work here. I haven't been paying attention to the blue screen because I've been doing other stuff. So they've probably been talking behind my back, or they've been talking right in front of me, and I haven't been paying attention. They could do that. Back to you there, wait a minute, Nick at Nite, KEAQKO, this is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. We got your answers down there for Charlie and Delta. And also, thank you for letting us know that you won't see anything that we talked about you in the blue screen, so that's that's opening up a number of opportunities. And yeah, have fun tonight, and talk to you later. Next, we have KF8DTA Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
This is KF8DTA, Jeff in New Franklin. We had a decent day today. Allergies kicked in and took me out in the afternoon, had to take a nap. But it was Father's Day and I was allowed. So with that, yeah, it was a good day. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. And my trivia questions is... what was it, 200 watts and animal feces, or rodent feces, whatever. KF8 DTA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Got your answer down there for Charlie, and I think if I signed up to scroll up, and I'm kind of lazy, I think the rodent feces was alpha. But I'm sure my net logger will get that right if I got it wrong. So anyway, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Next station is In and Out. That's N8YMY. And then that takes us down to K8EJW. Philip, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KEAQKO, KAPJW. Good evening, Nick, and good evening to everyone on the beacon net tonight. Great to hear everyone this evening. I'm going to go down with Bravo Charlie. That's going to be my guess. And let's see, Saturday was Flag Day. It was the 252nd anniversary of the adoption of our flag. And it was also the 250th birthday for the Army being formed, so that was all good stuff. I did take in the parade on Saturday evening. That was quite impressive. All the old and the new technology that the Army uses today, it was all good stuff. And then Father's Day was, we actually went out to a wedding celebration in the afternoon and just kind of had a quiet Sunday evening with our neighbors. So that was a lot of fun too. Got a few phone calls from two of my kids anyway. Third one's a holdout. So anyway, gonna listen in for a little while as long as I can, and then get ready for the barometer net tomorrow. So this is KAPJW. Back to the net.
All right, thank you, Philip. Got your answers down there for Bravo and Charlie. And yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. So pretty good Father's Day. Thanks for checking in. Our next station was mobile, I think, and he's also now marked In and Out. That's AF5JB. And that's going to take us down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
No, not a lot. But I just had a light day, but seemed busy. Went a couple places before, went to my sister's. And, but I'm going to say citizen band. C for the first one, 200 watts, and B, house plants for Bravo. So CB. So we'll send it back to net control, KC8FQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Bravo. Next, we're going to talk to KE8QFT, Uncle Fred. What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight, sir?
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Nick. What to say? Well, first of all, trivia. I'm going to say Charlie. Charlie! However you say it. On both of them. 2 Chucks. Charlie. Other than that, boy, our baseball team is like, man, they're heading the wrong way. Just got swept by Seattle. But good news is, later on this week we play in Sacramento. The team formerly known as the Oakland A's. Other than that, not a lot going on. Nice day today, huh? Not much else to say. Wade, if you're out there, we'll see you Tuesday. And the KE8QFT back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. It was a pretty nice day today. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Charlie. It was nice up here in the morning. Until I went down to Columbus, it was a little overcast, but the sun did come out later in the day. It's pretty nice day. Our next station is KE9CQD Tim. How you doing, Tim? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Oh, thank you very much. Doing well here. Just winding down for the evening. Listening into the BeaconNet. I got the PlayStation on. I'm playing a little bit of video games and listening to a little bit of classic rock. And that's about it. Winding down from a busy Father's Day. For trivia tonight, for the main, I'll go with C, Charlie. And for the alt, I will do A, Alpha. We'll go with C and A. But that's about it for me. I'll turn it back over to Net Control, KE9CQD.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Alpha, and that sounds like a pretty good way to wind down the day to me. Some music, some video games, and a little bit of BeaconNet. Thanks for checking in there. We appreciate it. This is KE8QKO on the WAWQR repeater 147 Mark 290, positive last time with a PL bonus 114 Mark 8. Our next station is KJ5CCC Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? And what do you have for the BeaconNet today? Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie Tango Charlie. Kevin, are you out there? Do you have comments for the BeaconNet? All right, well, perhaps Kevin has to step away, and maybe he wants to recheck with us a little bit later, and we'll be happy to take it. Our next two stations are in and out. That's WV4AIV and WV3K, which takes us down to WN8SCI. How you doing, Walter? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
How's it going, everybody? WN8SCI. Yeah, if you called me earlier, I may have missed it. I had to roll my window down in order to pay for the food, and I didn't know how many people had checked in the early check-in, so I guess there was a missed timing there. But yeah, just kind of glad to check in and use the radio. It's been a minute since I've checked into the net. Things are going pretty good here. I've finally had some redemption from the ACOM 1010 that's done me dirty, and so I now have a new amp for the shack, and it's been quite enjoyable. So I didn't have any buyer's remorse with that one. Other than that, not too much going on. Off tomorrow, so gonna see if I can try to find some sort of something to keep me busy. And I think that's about it. So I guess I'll go ahead and pass it back to Net Control, and wish everybody a great night.
All right, thank you, Walter. No, that was the first time we called on you, so good timing. I didn't have for the catch or trivia answers. Do you want to toss those to me?
I'm going to go with C and B. 200 watts, and I think B was household plants. So those will be my answers. WN8SCI.
All right, thank you, sir. Got down for Charlie and Bravo. And thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. Next, we have K4OG. He tried to put his comments and his answers in the blue screen, but I am not going to let him off that easy. Mark, how you doing? What do you have for Beacon Net tonight?
Hey, Nick at Night. KE8QKO, K4OG here. Good evening, everybody. Well, like I put on the blue screen, I needed to upgrade my main ground, get the proper ground down there, and make everything copacetic in the shack. Just doing some upgrades. Increasing the power, baby. Yeah, that's what's going on. Charlie Bravo, CB, that's my answer. Looking forward to the club meeting Thursday. I'm sorry that Eric's fox hunt got rained out again Saturday. But that's a lot of fun up there when they do those fox hunts. And yeah, I guess that's about it. We'll be doing our own fox hunt towards the end of July. All right, K4OG, back to Net.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Bravo. And yeah, too bad it got rained out. I actually didn't really know about it. That's okay. I wouldn't have had time anyway. So I had a bunch of stuff I had to do on Saturday and today. So that's how life goes. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Mark. We appreciate it. And we're at the bottom of the list. So anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, all alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Hey, Nick, it's Wade, WG8MIU. I checked in on the blue screen, but somebody must have not seen it. Anyway, 3D8MIU, back over to you.
All right, well, let's go to Wade, WD8MIU. Yeah, sorry about missing me on the blue screen. I didn't see it. But my net logger, I was hoping he would have seen that kind of stuff, but maybe he didn't. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, let's go to you, Wade. How you doing? What do you have for Beacon Net?
We're doing okay. I tried to get to the meeting on Thursday night, and I'm meeting some guys for to eat out on
Tuesday night, and I've crammed a lot of stuff in this 5-week period I'm here. I'm starting my 4th week tomorrow. And at any rate, my answers are A and C. So A is 75 watts and C was old. And so I think that's the right numbers to go with the answers. And other than that, happy Father's Day to everybody. It's almost over, but hopefully everybody had a good one. I had a good one. And we'll turn it back over to you, WD8MIU. Thank you, Nick, for doing the net.
Thank you, Wade. Got your answers down there for Alpha and Charlie. We hear you. And thanks for checking in. And this is K8PKO on the WWKR repeater. 147 Mark 3 on positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're ready for more check-ins. So anyone else who would like to check in, please say your call sign phonetically with alphabetic along with name and location. All right, nothing new there. Let's go talk to our net control team, and then we'll do another round and see if anybody's out there then to want to check in. We're going to start with K8VZA. Eric, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the net tonight?
W8WKY.
KE8QKO in the net. This is KE8VZA here. Doing well, Nick. Had a really nice Father's Day. Had to get some chores out in the yard due to schedule in the upcoming week and impending rain. So I had to get the grass cut and a few more things done out there. But managed to grill some burgers and some chicken, which everyone enjoyed. Had both kids over today, and well, one lives with us still, but daughter came over, and the 4 of us had a good dinner and a good visit, and it was just a beautiful day today. I really didn't mind having to do some work outside because, it was very nice. Nice breeze, bright sunshine, gorgeous. Anyway, I'm going to go with Delta. I can't resist that Corn Waldo Flake cereal either. I mean, I have to choose that answer. It's definitely got to have some sort of a toxin in it, right? Anyway, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there again. And this is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Eric. Sounds like a good weekend when the kids are around, enjoying Father's Day. And thanks for doing trivia and logging and all the things you do. I appreciate it. Next one's In and Out, that's KD8EPC, and that's going to take us down to KD8SLG, just Nick. How you doing, sir? What do you have for thinking that tonight? Oh no, Nick might have fallen asleep. Maybe he'll get back to us when he wakes up. Next we're going to call out W8HR. We're taking that tonight.
K8QKO, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick at night. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. You know what? I am not going to lie. I didn't hear the trivia question, so I'm going to look in the blue screen and post my answers in the blue screen in a little bit here. So sorry about that. Man, we had a good Father's Day here. What did we do? Went to church, came home, and what else happened? I don't remember what I was doing. I didn't really do anything productive today. It's been a very non-productive weekend. Wasn't feeling too good on Saturday, but better now. But got a chance to catch up with Nick and Ron today. That was cool. They came up and picked up the bandpass filters, so it's good to talk to them. And what else was going on? Then Lucy's brother, the oldest boy was in town. He has been working out of state for a while, so it's good to see him, and we caught up with him for a little bit. So lots of conversing today. It's been fun. And then just down here working on the slides for the meeting this Thursday. So that should be fun. Going to get those off to Gary and call it a night. So, well, I'll probably get them off to Gary tomorrow. But anyways, I don't think I have too much else. Good to be here. And happy Father's Day to you, Nick, and all the other fathers out there. So we'll turn it back to you, sir, and I'll get my answers in the blue screen and say 7-3, KE8QKO, W8HRF.
All right, thank you, Josh. Happy Father's Day to you. So trivia questions were just proposed, so you shouldn't have to scroll too far. And then I'm glad you had a pretty good day. Next we have KE8YUK Lucy. How you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Oh boy, I just totally blanked on your call sign. KE8QK, KE8YUK. There's a lot of bugs here in the basement. I'm getting distracted by them. But I killed a mosquito, so that was a win. I have also not been paying attention at all. I made the mistake of opening Instagram on my computer. Josh did a great job. I paid no attention. And I wasted an hour and a half of my life on pointless videos that probably half of them were AI. So don't do that. I see the trivia in the blue screen on Josh's computer, which is good. Eric's is total Greek to me, which is... I started learning Greek back in high school, which didn't help. Josh is telling me go with Charlie. I trust my husband. As far as Alan goes, I actually think that it's probably B, the amount of household plants or plants in general that are actually very deadly are surprising. So I'd go with C and C. No, sorry. C and B. Sorry. That's what I'm going to go with. Otherwise, we're hanging out waiting for baby Tiny to show up. And Betty's just getting bigger and bigger every day. And funnier every day. And faster every day. That's pretty much it for me. I'll pass it back to you. Have a good night, everybody. KE8YUK to KE8QKO. God bless.
All right, thank you, Lizzie. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Bravo, and we got Josh's answer down for Charlie and Charlie. Yeah, Tiny's a good name for a kid until they grow up and they're not tiny anymore. But hey, they'll have it right for a good number of years. Anyway, thanks for checking in there, Lucy. We appreciate it. Next, we're going to go on and talk to KI5DAY Allen. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KI5DAY in the Beacon Net. Yeah, man. What a great place to be on a Sunday night, huh? What do I have for the Beacon Net? I've got 2 full saddlebags of pyrite, fool's gold, hi. Everybody gets the biggest chunk they want for free. Man. The answer to the regular trivia, I think I'm going to go with C, 200 peak envelope power on that one. And I think I'm going to abstain from my own because I don't usually like to answer that. But all is good, man. I'm just sitting here chilling with Larry and drinking way too much coffee this afternoon because I was working on not very much sleep over the last couple of days, but I finally got a little nap in today, so that was good, and that helps a lot. So it's going to be really, really hot in Oklahoma this week, in the 90s with humidity and heat indexes of over 100. So here we go. Summer has begun. Oklahoma is pretty brutal for summertime, but it's something that you learn to put up with, I guess. Not much else going on. Like I said, just chilling like a villain, and hoping this will be a laxed week. So we shall see how that goes. So I did some laundry. I had a beer, and I went to bed. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. That was somebody else. KI5 CAY. Back to net.
Thank you, Alan. Got your answer down there for Charlie and abstain because we know you can't answer the alternate trivia because you always break your own rule and always Google the answer. I guess you have to or you wouldn't be able to find out what the answer is to make the trivia question. Anyway, thank you, Alan. Thanks for checking in there. My answers are going to be Bravo and Charlie. I had a pretty good weekend as well. What did I do on Saturday? I did something on Saturday. Oh, yeah. I remember now. We had a hot dog fundraiser for my son's Boys Country. Did pretty well with that. The Traction Supply in Springfield Township. And then I came home and I did some stuff around the house, I think, after that. I don't remember what that was. Went to Columbus today with my wife for Father's Day with her family. Came back, finally de-winterized my camper. You know, middle of June is a good time to get around to doing that. And, yeah, that's all I've got. So, all right, I forgot, we're going to go up and call for KD8 SLG one more time, see if he woke up. Nick, are you out there? And do you have any comments for the Beacon Net?
W8WKY.
All right, well, I'm guessing Nick has gone full pumpkin. Maybe he'll come back later. We'll see how that goes. This is KE8QKO on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're back to the bottom of the list here, ready for some more check-ins. So anyone who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically on your name and location.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, Zulu, Zulu. Harry in Lakeview, Ohio.
All right, I've got K6 KJV. Kev, everybody here. And I have KE8. I thought you said Zulu, 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 but it's the Harry I'm thinking of. And your call sign KE8 ZZR. Can you come back with a correction on that?
Hey, Nick, yeah, it's KE8ZZR. I'm coming in on Echolink or one of these devices. I'm down here in Lakeside, Ohio, Indian Lake Campground, Lakeview Campground.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I thought I heard one thing and something else was in that logger, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. But we got it corrected, so we're good to go. I'll get to you here in a minute. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
This is KJ5LIT coming out of Texas.
All right, I've got KJ5LIT. We're going to keep going with this. Is there anyone else who would like to check in the Beacon Net, please call now.
This is KD8SLG. Sorry, Nick, I fell asleep.
All right, I got a recheck from KD8SLG. All right, let's keep going. We're going to take them one at a time. We'll take one at a time, get a little bit of a list here and run through everybody. Anyone else who would like to check in, please call now.
Hey, Nick, I thought I heard a California station come in here. I don't know if you didn't hear it or not. Maybe I was wrong.
Yep, that was K6KJV, RevCab. We got him on the list. All right, I think we're at the bottom here. We're going to go through and start talking to everybody. We're going to start with RevCab. We're going to make Nick wake up a little bit before we get to him. So, Kevin, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Nick at Night. Hello to you and Eric and Nick and Dustin, I guess, ain't around. Mr. and Miss Lucy and the Onions. And let me see. Who else would there be? Oh, that's right, the Rubber Chicken Daddy today. And everybody else on the net. And I thought that Larry the Rubber Chicken, I thought he would take and barbecue up some Funyuns for his Rubber Chicken Daddy there, but I guess while his daddy was sleeping, he took and went to Dave & Buster's and drank a case of beer. And then when he got home, his daddy woke up and they played Mr. Pac-Man together, so... sorry, Alan, just had to keep it going. All right, well, I'm just sitting here bellied up to the trough with my shovel and having me some Corn Waldo sugar flakes while I'm blasting 1,000 watts on, I think 6 meters. Yeah, there you go. Or no, well, it was 30 meters. There you go. Okay. So as you know, if you didn't figure that out, my answers are double D, Delta and Delta, as always, because it don't matter what the FCC says, the Cornwall beans is always right. So with that, God bless, protect, prosper, and bring peace and healing to each and every one, all y'all, your families and friends, and I hope you all had a very blessed Father's Day. Back to net control from K6KJV.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down there for Double D. Thanks for checking in there, sir. And, yeah, why did the chicken eat the goat? Because he was playing Pac-Man. Thanks for all that. Next, we have KE8ZZR, Harry. How you doing, Harry? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Hey, good evening, Nick. This is KE8ZZR. We're down here camping at Indian Lake State Park here in Ohio, and I just remembered, I said, there's the BeaconNet tonight, so I figured I'd jump on here real quick. I didn't see the trivia questions, but I'm just going to take a stab at it and go with Charlie and Charlie. So that's about it. Did a little POTA today. I got my POTA performer set up on the backside of my camper, and did some POTA yesterday and some POTA today, so I'll be here all week doing that. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. So this is KE8ZZR Claire.
All right, thank you, Harry. You know what? Charlie and Charlie might be good answers tonight, so that might be a good one to stick with. See how it works out for you here later. And, yeah, it sounds like a fun weekend camping. I've done a little bit of camping this year with the scouts, but nothing really with the family. And we're talking tonight about what we want to do, go somewhere, figure something out here in July as our schedules wind down a bit. So I'm a little bit of jelly there, but we'll get out to it. Next, we have KJ5LIT. Nicholas, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
This is KJ5LIT coming out of Waco, Texas. This is my first time being on a link repeater network check-in, so I'm not really too sure what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'll give it a shot. Been moving here in Waco. It was really hot here to start off the day, and storm blew through around noon, and it cooled off for sure, but man, it was raining sideways and getting all my furniture wet and everything, but overall we got most of the stuff moved, and it's been a pretty good Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. KJ5LIT.
All right, thank you, sir. You did pretty good. Now, we have some trivia questions we asked on the set, and did you happen to catch those trivia questions?
I did not catch the trivia questions, no.
W8WKY.
All right, well, you know what? We usually reread them at least once. We haven't done that yet. Let's get those reread, and I'll come back to you after we have both questions read and see if you want to answer them. We're going to start with K8VZA. Eric, could you reread the primary question, sir?
KE8QKO in the net, KE8VZA here with the main trivia question. What is the maximum peak envelope power that may be used on 30 meters in the United States? Choices are Alpha, 75 watts, Bravo, 100 watts, Charlie, 200 watts, or Delta, 1,000 watts. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go down and talk to KI5DAY to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY with tonight's alternate trivia question. Which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? Again, which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? Is it A, rodent feces, B, household plants, C, common household mold fungus, or D, the breakfast cereal sugar corn Waldo flakes? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. Let's go down to KJ5LIT and see if he wants to answer the trivia. Go and take it away, sir.
KJ5LIT, I'm going to go with Charlie Delta.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Delta. And yeah, so this is your first net. I also want to add that we do meet every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So you're welcome to come back anytime you want. And we also use a tool called NetLogger to that. It's a program installed on our computers. And they have pretty much all operating systems. So on there we have an almost instant messenger window where there's additional comments about the net that can go on. So if you ever want to join us there, you're welcome to do that as well. And thanks for checking in. Come back anytime. I'm also going to say for KE8VZR Harry, if you want to change your answers, we'll be happy to take a recheck from you when we call for more check-ins. If you're happy with your Charlie and Charlie, which might not be bad answers, then you can leave it there. And our next station we're going to talk to is KD8SLG Just Nick. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, this is KDSLG. Good evening, Nick and all Beacon Netizens. I got sort of sleep apnea thing I'm making up for all the lost sleep earlier in the year. It just comes over me. I just fall asleep in mid-sentence sometimes. Anyway, thanks to the generator, man. Got that for field day. I do appreciate it. Ran it for a while yesterday while we were doing lots of things. Big field day weekend. Been all over the place. Jason's building antennas, and Mikey in Seville, and Josh out in Ellett. And DX Engineering was fun. And, yeah, it's been fun riding around in the vice presidential limo. So, trivia tonight, I'm going with Charlie for the first one, and I think the second one is a trick question. I think the alternate's a trick question because Cornwaldo bean flakes were made out of rodent feces. so I'm going to have to go with A and D. We got a meeting on Thursday. Should be a really good time. Going to talk about field day, of course, and field day is, I don't know, 12 sleeps away? KDSLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Alpha and Delta. Thanks for checking in there. Yeah, I don't know. I want to go to the meeting this month. I don't know if I'll make it or not, but I want to. We'll see. So I have my dad coming into town. He's only going to be able to be here for a little over a week and staying in the old in-law suite on wheels. That's why I had to make sure it was winterized today so that he got a place to stay tomorrow. For some reason, he does not like sleeping on our couch, which I guess is kind of fine, but that's how it goes. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what's going on this week and whether I can make it out Thursday or not. I don't know what we're doing, so that's how that goes. And this is K8QKO on the WWKR repeater 147 Mark 390 positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're ready for more check-ins. Anyone who would like to check into the beacon net, please say or call sign phonetically all your name and location.
Recheck.
Kilo Oscar 5 Sierra India Echo, Kilo 5 SIE, Austin.
Victor Kilo Delta Yankee, VK2DY, Robert.
All right, I've got VK2DY, and I have a caller of the recheck, and I think there might be another station that doubled somewhere in there that maybe was a KO station. Can you come back?
Copy that. I'm Kilo Oscar 5 Sierra India Echo, KO 5 SIE, Aussie.
All right, I have KO5 SIE Aussie, I have VK2DY, and I had a station for a recheck. So, station with the recheck, can you come back, please?
KE8QFT, right here. I joke. This guy's stumbling around the desert, and he doesn't have any more water, and he needs water, so he comes up to this guy's got a little stand. He's selling something. He says, "Hey, water. I need water." The guy says, "Well, I sell neckties." He said, "I don't need a necktie. I need water, you idiot. I need some water." And the guy said, "Calm down." He said, "I don't have water." He said, "But I do have some fine neckties." And let me break for a minute here. The guy says, "I do fine neckties now. You should consider a nice necktie." And the guy said, "You idiot, I need water." The guy said, okay, look. Go up there's a spell, to the right, and there's a nice restaurant. They got great food, and they got all kinds of nice cold water. So a few minutes later, the guy comes back, and he says, "Hey, they won't let me in without a necktie." Drum roll, please. KE8QFT, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. That's a pretty good one. Thanks for the joke. Next, we're going to go down and talk to VK2DY Robert. How you doing, Robert? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Yes. Good afternoon, this is Robert, VK2DY. Just out shopping at a vegetable shop at the moment, so it is, what is it, about 15 degrees Celsius, about 60 Fahrenheit. That's all we're going to get today. It's winter. It feels like winter, and the days keep getting shorter, so it is what it is. Other than that, last week I went to a show called Vivid. Basically, they put light installations up, and all sorts of different kinds of light installations, birds and walls and all sorts of stuff. They're all lit up, and they're in Sydney Harbor, and they're on the land, and it's just a beautiful exhibition. They always do that every year as we come to the shortest day of the year. So that was a fun activity. Nothing happening here at the moment. Our Father's Day isn't until September, when it's springtime. It's not in the winter here, so can't do Father's Day today. Have to wait till September. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Let's see. I heard the questions. Let's go with Chicken Band, Charlie and Bravo, VK2DY.
All right, thank you, Robert. Yeah, sounds like a pretty good day to me. You know, I'll tell you, 60 degrees does not sound like winter to me, but maybe some other people here in the States it does. Thanks for checking in there, sir. We do appreciate it. Next, we're going to go up and talk to you, KO5SIE, Aussie. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Don't have a lot, just taking advantage of some me time for Father's Day today, and thought I'd do a little extra radio today. Hadn't been on here for a while, so this is my Father's Day gift to myself, which I don't know, could have been better, but it works for me anyway. But anyway, just spent some time with family today, and we finally got some sun after all the rain that we've had today. So just enjoying some radio and some change in the rain.
All right, well, sun to dry out the wet ground can help out a lot and make it feel better. Hey, do you have any catch our trivia questions?
Yes, I did, and I'm going with Bravo Charlie. Bravo Charlie.
All right, Bravo and Charlie it is. Thank you very much, and enjoy some of that me time. It's always good to take a little bit of time for yourself and unwind a bit before you have to assume more responsibilities. And thanks for checking in there, Aussie. Hopefully things will calm down for you and you'll be able to get back with us again. Okay, this is KEQKO on the WWKY repeater 147, Mark 290, positive offset with a PL tone of 114, Mark 8. We're ready for more check-ins. Anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Oscar 4 Whiskey India Sierra Chris, Waco.
All right, I've got KO4WIS Chris. Is there anyone else who would like to check in? Please call now. All right, let's get on and talk to Chris. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Oh, absolutely nothing. I just wanted to say good evening, happy Father's Day, and try to get in if I could. That's about it. I didn't even hear the questions for today. I just turned the radio on.
All right, well, we can go get those reread for you if you want to answer the trivia.
Yes, sir. That would be awesome.
All right, let's do that. K8VZA, can you reread the primary question?
KE8QKO in the net, KE8VZA here. Gladly, main trivia question. What is the maximum peak envelope power that may be used on 30 meters in the U.S.? Choices are alpha, 75 watts. Bravo, 100 watts. Charlie, 200 watts. Or Delta, 1,000 watts. I'll put this in the blue screen again. KE8VZA back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go talk to KI5DAY to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net, and the alternate trivia question is, how many Luft balloons did the song have? No, I'm just kidding. That's another joke for another day. Hi. Tonight's alternate trivia is, which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? Again, which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? Is it rodent feces, household plants, common household mode fungus, or the breakfast cereal Sugar Corn Waldo Flakes? KI5DAY back then.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go down to KO4WIS and get his trivia answers. Chris, take it away.
I greatly appreciate y'all taking the time for that. I'm going to go with 100 watts, Bravo, and then I'm going to guess on the mold and 99 left blues.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll get you down there for Bravo and Charlie. Thanks for checking in there. We appreciate it. And back at the bottom of my list here. Anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
This is KE0PVI.
All right, I had K-something-0 PVI. Can you come back with your call sign phonetically, please? I think I missed a letter in there.
Yeah, it's Kilo Echo Zero Pop Victor India, and I'm from Kansas, the United States. Over.
All right, copy that, Donald. Got you in there. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Correction on the last name. It was not Donald, it was Russell. We had a bit of a typo in the net logger here, but that's okay. That happened. Kind of interesting. There were two stations from Kansas. One was K0 PVI and one is KE0 PVI. And the K0's name was Donald. The KE0 is Russell. That's interesting. I don't know. They both showed up. Usually you see that as obvious wrong location or something. But we got you in there, Russell. How you doing? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Come back on that. You said that my name is Russell. It's Kilo Echo Zero Papa Victor India, and I'm from Lewisburg, Kansas. Over.
Yes, sir. It was our automatic logger syncs up with QRZ, and the logger originally put in K0 instead of KE0. That's where they have the name wrong. We got you in there, right, Russell? We're good to go. Go ahead with your comments for the net. KE0 PVI. Russell, do you have comments for the net? Okay, I wonder if maybe something might have dropped. Maybe we lost Russell. Maybe he can get back to us. We'll give him another shot here. We'll try another round of check-in, see if anyone's out there that wants to check. Anyone else wants to check in. So if you want to check into the BeaconNet, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, Chris in Amherst, KE8, MMY.
All right, I've got KE8 MMY. If anyone else would like to check into the BeaconNet, please call now. Okay, let's go back up and talk to Chris. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Living in the lap of luxury. Had a good day outside, getting some more plants in the ground and this and that. For the trivia, I think I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. And I think that's about all. I just got to sit down and enjoy listening to the net for a little bit. And I'll hear you through and hit the hay. So thank you very much for the reply. KE8 MMY 73.
All right, thank you, Chris. Got your answers on there for Charlie and Charlie. We're going to try one more time for KE0 TVI. Russell, are you out there? Do you have comments for the net? All right, nothing heard there from Russell. Maybe he can recheck if he gets back to us. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the BeaconNet? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go get our trivia answers. Let's talk to KE8 CVA to get the answer to the primary question. Eric, take it away.
KE8 QKO in the net, KE8 VZA here with the answer for the main trivia question. What is the maximum peak envelope power that may be used on 30 meters in the U.S.? Choices were 75, 100, 200, or 1,000 watts. The correct answer is Charlie, 200 watts. And I tried to find a little info on how they decided upon power setting, but power maximum limit. But I ran out of time. I did Google it a little bit, but not during the net, Alan. But I didn't find anything with the time I had. So 200 watts, Charlie. KE8 VCA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. And I think you're allowed to Google your own answers. So if you're asking the question, you already know the answer. I think you're allowed to Google that for more details. Let's go talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the answer for the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
Alrighty then. Okay, tonight's alternate trivia question was, which one of these items poisons more children than household chemicals do? The trick to the answer was in the question. I did say which one of these items poisons. I did not say which one of them makes them sicker more than the other, so I did say poisons. But the thing that makes the answers were rodent feces A, B was household plants, C was common household mold fungus, or D, the breakfast cereal sugar corn Waldo flakes, and those are really bad for you. The actual answer, though, for items that poisons more children every year is household plants. Kids notoriously love to eat plants, and they love to chew on them, and you know, it's just not a good thing for them, and that's what poisons more children than household chemicals do. So if you chose B, which was the dominant answer tonight by a couple of votes, you are correct, and congratulations. You get 20 free pyrite nuggets. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, Alan. Kind of calling a little bit of shenanigans on that because I can't get my kid to eat a salad, but if he gets poisoned by a plant, well, that's like eating a salad. Kids. All right. Thank you for the alternate trivia. Appreciate it. And we're going to do one more round. And I say again, one more round, or check-ins or rechecks. For anyone who would like to check in or recheck to the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there, so let's close it down. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KE8VZA, KI5DAY, KD8SLV, W8HRF, KE8YUK, and KD8ECC, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the W8WKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KE8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
This KE8QFD. Good job, y'all. Yeah. Good night and good news and good night, as Ted Baxter would say.
W8WKY.